right. Collins Ombiqua.
Yes.
I said it right.
You did.
Very good. Thanks for hanging out for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Want to just hear about your work. So let's start with the book in front of us, Racism in Football, a.k.a. Soccer.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, so again, racism in football, aka soccer, or players free, is more focused on players, especially in Europe, who have been racially abused. And again, the reason why I started writing this book last year on May the 21st, 2023, this player that I know by the name Vinicius Jr. that plays for Real Madrid, a club in Spain, was racially abused by fans, and I didn't like that. And I came and sat down and said, I need to highlight the incident itself and also talk about some other players who have gone through the same thing. And that's how the book came alive.
So is the book more the stories of those players, or is it more of a conversation about why and what that looks like in international soccer?
Yes, it's more focused on, again, all these players and also highlight the issue of racism in football. It has been prevalent for so many years.
Yeah.
Yes, and given the fact that these players, they go through this, sometimes they don't get help they need. And it affects them mentally, and I've seen cases where they were blamed for racism also, even though they stood for themselves, especially when you're playing amongst fans who are racist, and they do those things. It's hard to fight, you know? It's hard to fight, and I've saw some cases where they were given red card when they stood for themselves.
Really?
Instead of condemning the issue, they were being condemned. So that's what I did not like, and I also talk about in the book.
So do you also talk about, you and I talked a little bit before we were meeting here, about the efforts by FIFA and some other organizations kind of at the larger level.
Yes.
Do you talk about what that looks like and kind of the impact of those?
Yes, I do talk about it also, and I know FIFA has also tried to fight it, but it never go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, so the only way to do this is to take action. We need some serious action when it comes to racism. And even if it has to ban some fans from entering the stadium for life, or even being sentenced for 3 years or 5 years, those are some of the serious actions we need to see, especially in football.
Yeah.
Because
you start taking the opportunity away to go to matches, and that gets serious.
Yes, when they do stuff like that, it will scare some people, you know?
Sure,
because racism is a moral issue. Not all people are racist. It's just few individuals who are ignorant. Maybe they were raised like that, they were taught like that. That's how they think the life is. That's not the thing, because we are all one. We're different colors. One people is actually one of the chapter here. One three different flowers. Based on my favorite musician, Lucky Dube, who was shot in 2007. So the book is good. The book is good, and again, hopefully it will inspire some people outside here.
No, it's not your only book. You brought another one. Tell me about Just the Other Day.
Yes, and again, Just the Other Day, this is more focused on my life experiences now.
Okay.
And given the fact that you can hear some accent, I wasn't born in America. I was born in Kenya, moved here in 2016, December, and I've had to experience some cultural shock, especially being in the military.
Sure.
Yes, I served the world's greatest air force, and I love it to the death. And I've had to experience some few things, especially being here, moving all the way from Kenya, half world apart. And it was some of the experiences I didn't know that I was going through them actually, until I find out that maybe I was actually going through some discrimination also, and especially being in the military is very prevalent as well. And I needed to condemn that, especially in this book, and highlights also some experiences before coming here back in Kenya. Okay. Some of the struggles I've had being in high school, primary school, and those are some of the things you'll find in this book. I also highlight about the death of my mom, passing away from brain tumor while I was here. I had to go back and bury her. It was not good experience at all, especially given the fact that I loved her so much. Yes, so those are some of the things you'll find in my first book, Yesterday.
That's
It's a
great.
good book. It has 18 chapters. The last one being Strength to Yourself. Because some of us, we fake ourselves. And again, given the fact that I highlight the chapters where it shows you we don't need to do that. You need to straight it yourself.
Yeah.
That's the one way you will allow the truth to flow through you and the world.
That's great. That's
yes,
great.
Yes.
How can people find your books, Collins?
Yes, definitely. You can find this on the Amazon. We have actually only paperback version. We don't have hardcover, and we don't have Kindle as well. And you can find that on Amazon, $19.99, $20.
Gotcha.
Yes, and again, for my second book, we have 3 different versions: hardcover, paperback, and Kindle. And Kindle, it's actually there. The price is not that expensive, and hardcover is actually $20, and paperback is $14.99, $15.
Gotcha.
Yes. And
So anybody interested in football,
Yes.
we'll call it soccer around here. You
Yes.
know where we are.
Yes.
But interested really the sport.
Yes.
Because I think this is something that does impact it so much. So
Yes.
I'm fascinated by this book, and I want to check it out.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's a very good book. It's quite a good book, and you will be inspired because one of the chapters I mentioned earlier, different colors, one people, and based on my lucky, this is based on actually that's like a song, but the chapter itself is 1 different flowers. It shows you that despite the fact that we have different colors, we're still one people.
Right, yeah.
As you can see, different flowers on one tree.
That's great.
One people. Yes.
All right. Well, Collins, thanks so much. Congratulations on the books.
Yes, definitely.
And it's good talking with you.
Good talking to you.
All right.
And again, I'm looking forward to do more of this with you.
Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Awesome. Take it easy.
Thank you, man.